My name is Caitlin, and I identify as a heterosexual feminine woman. Though I've always felt sure of my identity, my class in gender and sexuality has made me wonder why I identify this way. Why have I always felt like a feminine woman? I began to think about how I was raised and also how my parents were raised. My mother was born into a Catholic household. Her parents were both immigrants and had strict rules for all of their kids. For example, my mom was not allowed to date until she was 16. The masculine and feminine stereotypes of behavior were expected of her growing up, but she became an independent woman later in her life. She went to college away from her family and has worked from that point on. I think she raised me to be an independent person just like her. Though she was raised this way, my mom did not raise me or my sister with expectations of femininity. I remember watching her paint her nails when I was little and asking her if she would paint mine too. I also remember seeing a toy truck in a store with my mom and later receiving it on Christmas. I was not pushed to be feminine, but rather allowed to explore my interests. My father was also raised in a strict Catholic household. His dad worked at the Denver Post and his mom worked at an upholstery business. My dad was raised to be a traditional masculine male. He was not allowed to get any grades under a B, even in elementary school, so that he would be successful into college and eventually the job market. He became the person he was expected to become by his parents, which is a successful and compassionate person. My dad raised my sister and me with many of the same expectations of success. We were both expected to get good grades, though my parents were more lenient with us than my dad's parents. I think he knew less about how to raise kids than my mom, so he let us do pretty much whatever we wanted to do. My sister and I both played many different sports, and my father was proud of us after every game, no matter if we won or not. My parents raised my sister and me to be independent and successful people, and didn't push masculine or feminine behaviors or attitudes on us. My sister is only 2 years younger than me, and she and I have been close throughout our whole lives. When we were young, we both wanted to do everything together. She wanted to try gymnastics, so I tried it too. I wanted to take an art class, so she took it too. I got to try many different activities that I would not have otherwise pursued. Skateboarding, however, I regret a little. Trying so many different things allowed me to find my own interests. I became an artsy yoga lover. My sister became an athletic adventure seeker. We were both raised to be happy, independent, and not necessarily feminine or heterosexual. I believe my parents would still be proud of me if I was not feminine or heterosexual. They raised me to base my sense of self on my accomplishments and not my success in gender or sexuality. I've had a few gay friends and family members in my life who my parents welcomed with open arms, and I feel like they would do the same for me. I believe that my parents' strict upbringings made them want to raise their kids to be whoever they want to be. Looking into my family's history has shown me that though I am a feminine, heterosexual woman, it is because I want to be.